If you are still trusting anything that Gypsy Rose Blanchard has to say, you should probably go and get your mental checked out. This woman has shown us over the last year and a half that she does not honor her word, she does not tell the truth, and she does not care about hurting anyone else's feelings. She has zero integrity, she has zero morals, zero values, and zero shame. She will do anything that she can to make everyone else, except for her, look bad. Everyone was concerned about the signs in the house. And what did Gypsy do? She got online and she blamed the signs on Ken because he doesn't know how to take out the trash and he isn't Aurora's primary care person, so he doesn't know how many ounces of formula she drinks. He doesn't know to wash his hands. The fact that she wants us to believe that these signs are for Ken is so funny to me, because Ken has a job and he seems to be quite knowledgeable in how to be responsible. He's also lived on his own before, so I'm pretty sure he knows and understands how to pay bills and what causes the electrical bill to go up. But you know, in Gypsy fashion, she throws everything else onto everyone else. So in my opinion, if she's saying it's for Ken, it's more than likely for her. And like I told you in that one video, ChatGPT says that somebody with her chromosome disorder needs lists and reminders everywhere in order for them to function. And that they also would benefit from signs, lists, reminders when being a caregiver of a baby. But I want you to notice that she has absolutely no problem belittling and diminishing her own partner on social media. And that's not by accident. It's also not by accident that whenever she was on live talking about the fact that she only had $50 in her account, claiming that she was going to have to ask her dad to borrow money for diapers and wipes and stuff like that. She did that because she wanted everyone else to question why Ken isn't providing for the child. This was a very subtle, passive-aggressive way to kind of insert into everyone's mind that Ken isn't doing what he's supposed to do as a father. I'm sure Ken is providing diapers and wipes for his baby, but she wants us, the viewers, to believe that he's not, that he's inadequate. And that's the reason that she's blaming all of these signs, saying he needs them because he's inadequate. He needs reminders for everything, not Gypsy. And we have seen multiple times that she cannot keep up her word from one day to the next. Gypsy's memory is bad because of her chromosome deletion. She also is very cognitively impaired. It's not a dig at her, it's the truth. She needs a lot of help and assistance in order to function in society, and that's why she has those lists everywhere. But she wants us to believe that it's Ken. It's not Ken. If he needed lists to function, he wouldn't be successful at a job. So it's just wild to me that everything is somebody else's fault all the time. It was also very concerning in one of the videos that she posted. She showed Aurora in her car seat, and Aurora wasn't actually strapped in. Like, she wasn't buckled in. The car seat was rear facing like it should be. However, the seat belt wasn't connected. It wasn't on properly. And I don't care if she's sitting in the back seat with her. The baby is always supposed to be buckled in at all times whenever they're in the car, because it is very dangerous for children, especially if there was to be an accident. I also wanted to talk about the fact that Ken works a lot. You heard Gypsy in several episodes talking about how Ken is there physically, but he's not really emotionally there, but he works all the time. Somebody has to actually have a job. Gypsy seems to think that social media and her fans are going to pay her way for the rest of her life, and that's not going to happen. her little 15 minutes of infamy, she's like hanging on by a fine, thin thread. And she's really trying to do everything that she can to stay in the spotlight, to continue to make money the easy way, because she's said social media is an easy way for her to make money. Gypsy can get a job. There are so many jobs now that you can do from home, and she can work from home. Like, there's nothing saying that she can't get a job. And I thought it was interesting that she brought up that she is on a salary pay. And my first instinct went to, she's probably receiving a disability check because she is disabled. And she was receiving SSI before she went to prison. So it's likely that that's her salary pay. Yes, of course, we know that she's getting paid from Lifetime and all of that. I don't know how they pay you. I wouldn't believe that they would pay you monthly for, being on the show. I would assume that you get paid a certain amount, whatever they're going to pay you, either at the beginning of the contract or at the end, not on a payment plan. At least I've never seen anyone who was on a reality TV show get a payment plan from their employer. But you can let me know what you think about that, because when she said that, my first thought went to, oh, she's receiving SSI. And as we've seen, nothing she really says can be trusted. If she's saying something, sometimes it's better to think the exact opposite. And one thing you have to remember is when people cannot control you, they want to control how others view you. It's the same thing that she did to Ryan, that she's now doing to Ken. She wants us to believe that he's just this inadequate man that's always at work, doesn't help out around the house, and has to be reminded of everything. It's all by design, in an effort to continue her victim narrative. Because Gypsy gets paid when people feel sorry for her. That's what she's been brought up on. That's what she's been taught. That's what she knows. If I can get people to feel sorry for me, they will throw money at me and charity. Gypsy made it very clear to us that she has never had any responsibility. She's continued to be enabled her entire life. She said that all she had to do when she was living with her mother was exist. It's okay if she needs help and assistance getting things done, but why try to deflect and then blame shift onto Ken instead of just saying, yeah, I like having lists and reminders for everything because I am mentally impaired and I need them. No, she'll never do that, because if she does that, then she has to take accountability for what she did to her mom, because what she did to her mom was not because she was being medically abused. Gypsy does not know how to be an adult. She's not self-sufficient, and she doesn't know how to care for this child, much less herself. And I'm sure Ken is constantly reminding her of things that need to be done around the house when he's home. I can't imagine what it's like whenever she's home and he's not there. The whole thing for me is giving, I need a home care provider, and I'm too proud and narcissistic to ask for the help that I need. But you can let me know what you think in the comments. We can talk about it, because this only confirmed the fact that they're for Gypsy. Like, I don't believe anything that this woman ever says anymore, because again, she does not keep her word. She's constantly lying, and she has zero integrity and has no relationship with the truth. So if her mouth is moving, just believe the opposite, because she's not going to be honest about anything. But let me know what you think.